Hello princesses! Today I'm going to be talking about the Surepi Chiffon Layer Blusher. I am still unsure if this is Surepi or Surepi. I'm not 100%. If you know how to pronounce the same, I will put it up here. Please let me know how to actually say it properly because I am very uncertain. This is the first time I've tried anything from this brand, but I saw this little cushion palette. I guess it is a cushion. No, it's not a cushion palette. It's a blusher palette. It's got 3 different shades in it and it's 3 different beautiful pinky colors, so I thought it would be a good one to try. So for this one I actually cannot find a product description at all because the only place I can find it for sale internationally is Beauty Box Korea, and they don't really put product descriptions in their products. They do kind of like the bare minimum. It like says how to use brush to touch in circular motion for lovely look, but nothing else. The product says your perfect layers in your everyday life, and that's about it. So moving on to the packaging, I guess. The packaging, this product is really pretty. It kind of comes in a beige container and it's got some what look just like scribbles on the front, but I'm not actually sure if they say anything, with the product name on the front also. Inside there is a gigantic mirror and 3 blush shades. I really like this packaging because I feel like the amount of product inside it is accurate to the amount of actual outside packaging it has. I don't think that there's any wasted space, and I particularly love this because I have ridiculous amounts of stuff in my collection, so I like to keep the packaging to a minimum unless it is something super beautiful like those Etude collection, which are like literally still on display in my bedroom even though I've had them for like 8+ years, and I feel like I will never get rid of them because they're just so damn cute. There are 3 colours in the palette: a paler pink, a peachy pink with a shimmer, and then a rosy kind of like mauve pink on the end. Okay, so I'm already wearing the first colour, which is number 1 Marigold Days, which is a very cute light pink, but I'm going to see if I can pile a little bit more of it on so you guys can like really see the colour. I wouldn't normally wear like this much of it because it does look like, I mean in real life it looks like a lot, but on camera it doesn't look like much. So this is what it would look like there with a bit more versus just a little bit. It is a really beautiful colour. This one is a matte pink, so no shimmer, no glitter or anything like that, just your standard light baby pink. So this is number 1 Marigold Days. So the next colour, the one in the middle, is called number 2 Flower Bomb, and this one is the sparkly peachy pink colour. So I'm going to put it down like that. This one you can see a bit more easily because it is a little bit more pigmented. I don't find that these ones are too pigmented or too sheer for my skin tone. I am more on the fair side, so if you have a deeper skin tone you might have a harder time getting these to show up on the skin, but you can definitely see it on mine. So this is without, and then with it, it's just a really subtle sort of sparkle there. It's not too intense, which I like. I think like a bit of shimmer and a bit of glitter in blushes is really nice because it's a bit more youthful. This doesn't go with the eyeshadow and the lipstick look at all, but that's okay. But I think like too much can be, you know, too much. So this is number 2 Flower Bomb. And the last shade is called number 3 Cotton Peony, which is the more mauve pink, which I think is really nice. This one I use a bit when I'm wanting like a more growing up look. Like recently I used it when I went out to help supervise exams, so taking my own students along to have their examinations done, making sure that they don't get too nervous and stuff like that. So that means that the parents are going to be there and other teachers and stuff, and so I have to look like a big kid that has a job, that sort of thing. But otherwise, I mean, it's just a really pretty pink. It's just a bit more mature, I guess. So this is what it looks like without. And then with, it's probably not my favorite of the 3, but it does definitely have its place. You can also use this one to darken up the lighter pink as well if you like to do 2 tones of blushes, which I like to do sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes when I want a little bit more of a, I'm gonna say 3-dimensional look. Yeah. And so this is how this one looks. Again, really pretty. Just a little bit different to the other ones. So this is number 3, Cotton Peony. So for this blush palette, I think it is a really cute product. There are some pros and I think there are some cons, but I have to really think about it. So like, just give me a sec to go through the pros first. So the pros are, packaging wise, it's really pretty, but it's also very functional. It's slim, it's easy to stack and store while not being absolutely hideous. There are 3 colours, which gives you a nice variety of pinks. I wish that they had like a secondary one maybe that had like oranges or purples or something, because I would just start stacking up like different colours. I think that would be really cool. Also, like they have like these, like it looks like they should come out because there's little grooves. So how cool would it be to like have like, you know, buy the pink palette and the orange palette and then pop a few out and travel with a few of them. Surely someone has made that kind of design before and I'm just not thinking about it. Actually, I think Innisfree kind of made that design before, didn't they? But you had to buy everything individually and they were really expensive. But I particularly like the packaging, like I said. Something that's really important for me personally is something that fits into my collection and doesn't take up too much space, unless it is like, you know, this is very big, but it also has 3 colours in it. This would be lovely to travel with as well. I wear pinks pretty much all the time, so when I do travel, it's pinks that I do take. But I do like that they have that more peachy colour in there. So you've got your really youthful bright pink, you've got a fun peachy shimmer, and then you've got a little bit more of a grown-up or subtle nudie, moody colour on the end here as well, which I think is really nice. So they really covered their pink bases. The colours themselves look really nice. The formula is really nice. They're not too pigmented and they're not too subtle. They kind of just fall directly in the middle. I guess a con could be if you really like a pigmented blush, you would have to build these up. The mauvey kind of colour, being that it is a darker one, does show up a bit more easily on my skin because I am quite fair, but I'm wearing the lighter pink at the moment and it is like very, very light. Like it is obviously a very pale pink, so it does look very pale on the skin, and if you want it to be very bright you probably would have to build it up. I don't have any problems with the other colours, but I also don't find that they are super like bright or vibrant, so potentially if you have a more tan or deeper skin tone, these colours in particular may not work well for you. And the downside there is that there is not a second colour of the palettes. That's where like having a bit more variety in terms of like the pink palette, the orange palette could potentially be better, but again, still good. I can't really think of any other cons, which means that I've thought of mostly pros for this one, which throws me for a loop because I wasn't going to keep this. Now I'm thinking I might keep it. What do you guys think? I feel like the colours are not super unique, but I do see the versatility and the helpfulness for travel for it, certainly. So let me know what you guys think about this in the product in the comments down below. But thank you guys so much for watching this review, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!